Now, the war in Ukraine has been dragging on for well over 13 months now. President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that Russia will not stop at Ukraine. While that seems a remote possibility at the moment, but before February 2022, an invasion of Ukraine had also looked extremely remote. Given the heightened tensions, NATO troops are bolstering their defenses. And that has been demonstrated in a series of military drills. Multi-nation troops of the 30-nation military alliance are testing the boots on the ground. Now, these images are from Constanta in Romania. The United States and the Romanian forces are conducting air assault training missions, and the Americans say that this is not to threaten Russia.
Splash. Tank destroyed.
Now, the air assault training is part of NATO military drills on the eastern flank. Intense activities test the combat readiness of the troops, tanks, the heavy lift choppers, the armored vehicles and also the howitzers that are taking part in the exercise.
One friendly casualty. Request to follow.
Now, Romania shares a 640-kilometer-long border with Ukraine and a 274-kilometer-long coastline on the Black Sea. Let's also take a look as to what is happening in Latvia, where another NATO military training exercise ended on Friday. Now, these were part of the Enhanced Forward Presence Battle Group. For 10 days, 10 nations took part in the Crystal Arrow exercises, and these were aimed at improving cooperation between the armed forces of the NATO nations. The Spanish forces also displayed their NASAMS missiles, the middle-range defense systems. They also used their helicopters, cruise missiles and jets. The air defense systems are a crucial component to counter any incoming missile threats, because these NASAMS missiles effectively allow nations that use them to guard themselves against enemy missiles.
We're combat ready, but all of our nations put our forces over here on their own nations. And it's not until we get together here in Latvia that we start to build together. So today's really the culmination of 3 or 4 months of us bringing all the 10 nations together, learning how to work together as a common cohesive battle group.
Meanwhile, the United States, the Danish and also the Polish forces took part in the dynamic front exercises. Nearly about 500 soldiers from 8 different nations took part in these simulated attacks and counterattacks.
HIMARS will go about 500 metres up the road, Wells.
And apart from tanks and howitzers, HIMARS, rocket launchers and other weapon systems were also used in these military drills. Now, as part of its commitment to NATO, Denmark has been tasked with establishing a heavy infantry brigade. The project, however, has been marred by a lot of delays.
For the time being, the biggest gap is personnel. So we need to make it attractive to stay on in the armed forces for a longer time. Creating the good facilities that we need to be attractive to the people.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.